The harp hasn't come yet, but he said that should come soon.
Are you joking?
It's out of stock.
What? Well, I'm not very happy with Wickes at all. I mean, once they take your money, once you bought the kitchen from them, they're just not interested.
I swore I heard something last night.
Oh, like the ceiling falling down?
Something dropped, like something fell. But I didn't take no notice.
Guys are in. How big goes, yeah.
To lift it.
Don't break it, lady.
So that used to be part of it, didn't it?
Yeah, that was standing tall. When me and Evie last came, that was standing tall.
That tray? Yeah, I think I remember it.
Right, Granny, are you setting up the picnic?
Yeah. Get the picnic set up. Coming prepared.
I would have bought some, although I don't know why I'm saying that, ours are all packed away.
Oh, I don't have nothing to say that.
Do you want to show everyone your gymnastics?
Well, I can't really do anything on this one.
No, it's a bit high up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we'll show them after when we go back there. There's a lovely pond here. And that tree, I'm sure it was standing when me and you were last here, Evie.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Well,
it?
It fell down a couple
What happened then?
It fell down about 2 months ago.
Did
Well,
it?
there was like a really strong wind one day, but I was at Granny's house, so I didn't see it.
Oh.
But my mum did.
I bet your mum did.
Because she was here. And then my mum was, and then
It was huge.
it fell down. It was like a whirly windy day.
Yeah.
And it just fell.
It's a shame, isn't it? Because it must have been a very old tree. How old do you think that tree is?
Like a,
Oh, it's right by that climbing thing as well. They've had to cordon that off.
like 70 years old.
It's probably about, yeah, probably is.
60, 50.
Look, they've had to cordon
About 50.
that thing off. What's Granny doing? Has all of her stuff blown away? Oh, we've missed that. Oh, should we go and see what Granny's got for the picnic?
No, I only do handstands.
Oh, go on then. Do you want to be in the video doing it?
I do them at school, but sometimes I can't do them properly.
Is this all the stuff?
Yeah.
Oh my god, is that our cutlery tray?
Yeah.
Look how big it is.
The harp hasn't come yet, but he said that should come soon.
Are you joking?
It's out of stock.
What?
But it'll come
When?
when they get a new order in.
Well, when will that be,
I
Fred?
don't know.
Fred has just been delivered and I'm trying to cook us some breakfast of some sort. Everybody's in a bad mood because it's very stressful. The harp hasn't arrived and they've said it's out of stock. They don't know when it's coming. So Fred's on the phone to customer service. The noise you can hear in the background is the air fryer. You're perched on top of it. Just trying to make some breakfast. I feel like I live in a little house of the prairie or something because the kitchen is just so primitive now. All I have is this one little stand and the cooker and the sink and no other kitchen. Just like the bare essentials. So, excuse my appearance, we're up early. I've been up since about 5 o'clock. Took Fred to work. He booked an overtime shift today, which I was a bit annoyed about, but we need the extra money really. But we've just got so much to do, and we woke up this morning and the ceilings come in the kitchen. I just don't know how much more I can take of these renovations, to be honest. Sometimes I hear myself talking and I think, oh God, get a grip, pull yourself together. But I hate living in chaos. It's just horrible. But I think I'm dealing with it better than I used to. So that's that on the plus side. But the ceilings come in, so I'll show you. Just there. It looks like it's all bowed down really. And then there's this big crack. So I don't know what they're going to say. Oh, heck. Yeah, so that's that. So we woke up and all this was on the floor. All this rubble. It's just so horrible having to cook in here. And, you know, we put this, well, Fred's put this. I thought it was quite a good idea on his part. Sorry. Something weird with the camera there. He's put this big sheet on the doorway because we took the door off ages ago. And then we've still got all this wallpaper. We can't get used to the fridge being here. That's the other debacle. So we're not quite sure where this fridge is going to go on this wall. Because we don't like it here because it blocks too much of the light from the window. Not that there is much light coming from that window because as you can see it just backs out onto the garage. Don't look at all this mess because there's nothing I can do about it. This is just what we have out for the kid to cook with and stuff. But it's terrible. My hay fever is still really bad. Allergy season. Hopefully it'll finish soon. It normally finishes like mid-July. Anyway, I'm trying to just organise everything else. We haven't got much left to do. I'm saying, I'm probably going to have to strip that wallpaper off at some point. Seems pretty half-fast there. And then we've just got the tiling around the sink to do. And this area, but we plan not to touch this area because we don't want to start messing about with the plumbing. We're leaving that for them. But oh, I hate this so much. So the other debacle that I didn't tell you about just was yesterday. The kitchen was delivered, as you saw, and just because Fred was like looking and it was quite obvious because there was a big cooker there was like loads of boxes of the rest of the kitchen, but there was no hob. So we queried it with the delivery drivers that checked the list, and there wasn't. It said out of stock, but nobody had informed us of this. So I'm not very happy with Wickes really at all, because no one's messaged us or emailed us to tell us that this hob is out of stock. It's actually been taken off the website, and we weren't offered, you know, like an alternative or something like that. It just wasn't going to be delivered, and we weren't going to be told about it, and we wouldn't, unless we checked, we wouldn't have known about this until we'd unboxed, or until our builder had unboxed all of the kitchen and discovered it wasn't there. So we went into Wickes to speak to Hayley, who is our kitchen designer and whatever they call it, and she didn't really want to know, to be honest. I think once you've bought the kitchen, they don't really care. She said it wasn't for her to deal with. We were supposed to ring customer service, but when we rang customer service, they told us to go in to her because she could sort it out quickly. So she wasn't very happy. She said, I've got plans to do, I'm a bit busy. Anyway, so I wasn't very happy about that. She didn't really help us. She listed out some alternatives. There wasn't an alternative for the one we wanted. I think we were getting ceramic induction. We can't have that now. Anyway, we came back home and rang customer service, and we managed to get from them. They weren't very helpful at first either. They told us that Hayley in store, who was our person, should have sorted all this out there and then. They couldn't understand why she hadn't, so each of them were blaming each other. Nobody really knows what to do, and it's just a debacle really. She wanted to refund us the money, but she said, oh, it's proving very difficult. I've got another customer and I can't get, they've been waiting for a week for their refund. Well, why? Why is it difficult to be refunded for something that's not been supplied to you? And then, you know, you don't seem to want to offer an alternative option. She said, I can try and get the refund and you'll have to go out and source your own hob. Well, I said, you know, we haven't got time. Well, we haven't got time for this. We haven't got time to be going around shops looking at hobs and I'm waiting for another one to be delivered. So then she said, well, go back to customer service and see what they can help you with. So we rang them again. They weren't happy. They rang her in store and asked why she hadn't dealt with it. And they got her to do some paperwork, because we said we're not going back in there. So this took all of yesterday up. We were so stressed. I am like at the end of my tether, to be honest. And then anyway, we've ended up with a hob that costs like double the price. I think our hob was like £229 or something, and the one we're getting is 400 and something. And we don't have to pay any extra for that. That's because we wangled and said, you know, they put us. We just want, at the end of the day, we just want. But now, all of a sudden, they can't deliver that one till the 9th of July, which is halfway through the kitchen installation. So that's going to be a stress, whether that's going to... I'm sure it'll be okay if it does turn up on the 9th. Because I'm doubt... Well, we'll have to ask Mark, the kitchen fitter. I don't think they'll be like installing the cooker at that point. But I don't know. We'll have to ask him, make sure that this is okay. And then what if it doesn't come? So that was what happened yesterday, and that's why I didn't really vlog anything about the kitchen being delivered, because I was so annoyed over the whole thing. Hopefully this is the only speed bump we'll have, but who knows? It's just one of them things, isn't it? I'm just sick of it now. And then the ceiling, and I woke up this morning, the ceiling had fallen in. I just think, what next? What next? Doesn't look very good, does it? More chaos. So on a better, brighter note, I've actually made a good, I've actually sewed these together. It's actually harder than you thought. And I did have a bit of a hair raising moment where some of it, like here, unravelled, and I had to like sew it back together in some sort of fashion. But I know why that is. It's because I've not left my ends long enough and I've not weaved them in enough. So this is the practice. I don't know whether to just start afresh and just have this as a small cat blanket or something, to put in the bottom of the cat baskets. I'm not really sure, but I was going to carry on with this, but I went back to Home Bargains to look for the wool, this colour, and they didn't have it. So I've had to buy a sage green instead. So I don't know if to start again with a sage green. What do you think? Do you like that colour scheme? I do. I thought it was like summer because it's daisies, and I thought it's a bit, with the darker green, it's a bit like fall-like, isn't it, as well? Like wintry. So it was supposed to be for the back of the sofa, but I don't know. I don't know. But there it is, yeah. So that's my first little blanket. Make it into a cardigan. So Fred's just come home from work. He's been doing overtime and we really don't feel like cooking. I've been actually scrubbing the couch all day and it's been really hot. And Fred doesn't feel like cooking in the kitchen either. So we're going to get pizza takeaway. It's not that great. I feel like we're going to be just getting takeaways all the time because you just don't feel like cooking in there. I don't know how much longer we're going to have the cooker even, because we're going to have to get rid of that. We're hoping to sell it maybe on Facebook Marketplace, because we've only had it a year and it was like £500. It would be nice to get a little bit of money back for it, to go towards all these immense costs occurring day by day on the kitchen. Fred's out fixing the garage, I think. We'll go and see what he's doing. Hello.
Alright.
What are you doing?
Putting the spring on. It's quite hard. Let's see if it works. And I broke the string on there.
Oh. The garage door is falling apart, like everything else. Isn't it, Fred? Huh? Is it working? Has it worked?
Yep, fixed it.
So what was wrong with it before?
The old spring broke.
So what was happening when you opened it?
I had a bit of kick through now.
There's all the kitchen still in there.
That's the bit that broke.
Oh, that big thing.
It snapped.
Wow.
So that's
So
what.
we got a new one.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, I don't like coming back. Oh yeah. Very good.
Only thing is the screws that I had in it before were a lot bigger. These are small, but that's the same size as the other. That's the same size.
Yeah.
I got a spare one to do that side as well.
Is that our cooker there then? With the no hob? Wouldn't it be funny if there was a hob?
No.
After we made such a big fuss. Did they check like a sheet or something?
Yeah, they scan everything.
Oh.
So I'm glad
all,
that's fixed.
That's all the boxes. Fred's glad that's fixed. I was just saying about the old cooker, Fred, that we don't really want to be cooking, do we?
No.
We're getting pizza. It was your idea, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought a nice big pizza. Well, since the ceiling fell down.
Well, the
last
ceiling
night.
fell down. What do you think about that, Fred?
Because I heard something last night.
Oh, like the ceiling falling
Like something
down.
dropped, like something fell. But I didn't take no notice. Walked
I
in the
didn't.
kitchen this morning, like I stepped on something, like, where'd that come from? And then as soon as I stepped on it, I knew for a fact it was like that corner. I looked up, I'm like, oh, damn.
It's a bit worrying, isn't it? Yeah.
You weren't happy that I had to go to work?
No, I wasn't really, because I've been left with the whole debacle.
Yeah.
And the sofa needed cleaning because Minnie's weed on it.
I didn't know that.
And I think she kept going into the kitchen, even when I got the morning breakfast out, Fred.
Yeah.
She kept going into the kitchen and then looking up at the ceiling, all worried, with a worried expression. You know.
So she knew she
So
done something.
I think she'd seen the ceiling falling down,
Oh, she shit herself.
and she was wondering what was
She proved
happening.
herself.
and she wondered what was happening, and she's a bit worried that it's going to happen again. Maybe that's why she did that.
Yeah, but she done it in my spot, so she has a vendetta against me.
Well, not really. You coming in then?
Yeah, I fixed what I needed to fix.
I actually think, Fred, this is like, you know what this reminds me of?
What?
One of those Halloween things, you know, you have to go through like sheets through
It
doors.
reminds me of like them back in the 80s or 70s when they had the beads.
Oh yeah, we should get those. I actually like those. So we're back in the kitchen of horrors. And do you think more of it's falling down?
No.
I do. From this morning.
No, it's the same bit.
Oh God. Oh. What does that feel like?
Oh, it's just...
Rotting?
No, it's not rotting.
Is it wet?
No, it's not wet.
Touch it.
It looks dry. Well, you expect for 90 years old.
Oh. Oh God. I can't believe all that just caved in.
Well, when I took tiles away, it was a bit loose.
Was it?
Yeah.
But it always was, to be fair. I put all your tools here before you shout, because I didn't want them in there. Sorry about that.
No, they're all there.
Mm.
I usually put it on camera, so I can't tell you off for touching my tools. You try using any?
Right, shall we make a cocktail?
Yeah. What were you
This
going
is
before
outside.
with about the blender? I bought you £200 one. You said it was too complicated.
No, you said you wanted to buy me a present of a pink drill set. And I said, if you ever buy me that, I won't be happy.
Yeah, but you have your own drills, your own screw, you have your own tools.
And I said it was like that time you bought me that food processor.
Yeah, and they spent £200 on it.
And it was rubbish.
Oh, you just don't know how to use it.
No, I don't know how to use it. I don't.
And then I bought you a cheap, simple
And
version.
then he bought me another one the
And you
other
haven't
week,
used
and I
it.
haven't even opened the box because. I mean, why would you buy someone a food processor when your kitchen's getting ripped out?
Well, I got it before we were getting the kitchen ripped out.
And there was something last week you bought me, and you said this is your present. Oh, the washing line. That was it. When I had my hair cut and it all went wrong, you said here's the washing line for.
Well, you didn't like the other one, so I bought you a washing line. I buy you nice things as well.
Like what?
Your engagement ring.
Oh well. So we're sitting under the gazebo with our cocktails. Except Fred hasn't got a cocktail, he's just got a gin and tonic. I've got a limoncello
Minnie has a cat tail.
with lemon and gin,
Yeah.
haven't I? And I put blueberries in it. Fred was most disgruntled with his blueberries, weren't you, Fred?
Oh, just...
Hello, Minnie. You can sit on the big chair because he doesn't want to. You can sit on here, big bubbly. Hello. Where you going? Hey? Where you going, big bubbly? It's quite windy, isn't it?
She's running off without me. And she's got a camera.